21 Reasons Why Cancer is God's Chosen One. Cancer, one of the most emotional and enigmatic signs of the zodiac, has always been known for its deep emotional connection with others, its nurturing spirit, and its intense intuition. Those born under this sign tend to stand out in a crowd not only because of their sensitivity but also because of the unique qualities they bring to their relationships, careers, and communities. While some might view Cancer as overly sensitive or even introverted, there is much more to them than meets the eye. Cancer is one of the most empathetic and selfless zodiac signs, and there are many reasons why they are considered God's chosen one. Number 21, Cancer deeply cares about others. One of the most significant traits of Cancer is their unwavering care for others. When someone is struggling, Cancer is always the first to step up and offer support. They don't just sympathize with others, they genuinely feel their pain as if it were their own. Their emotional intelligence allows them to understand exactly what someone needs in a time of distress, whether it's a comforting hug, reassuring words, or simply the presence of someone who will listen without judgment. Cancer's empathy goes beyond surface-level concern. They don't offer support for recognition or personal gain, they do it because it's in their nature. In times of crisis, Cancer doesn't hesitate to put others' well-being before their own comfort. They are the ones who will stay up all night consoling a friend, the family member who drops everything to help, and the partner who always knows how to make things feel better. I recall a personal experience with a Cancer friend during a particularly difficult time in my life. When I lost a family member, I didn't know how to handle my emotions. It was a Cancer friend who dropped everything to be by my side, offering not just words of comfort but also emotional support that I desperately needed. Their presence was a source of warmth, and they never expected anything in return. That's the essence of Cancer, their love and care are unconditional, and they give of themselves freely. This deep sense of care is what makes Cancer irreplaceable. People instinctively turn to Cancer in their most vulnerable moments because they know they will be met with kindness, warmth, and an open heart. This is why Cancer is always the one who is chosen when true emotional connection and unconditional support are needed. Number 20, Cancer's remarkable ambition. While Cancer is often seen as a sign deeply connected to emotions, they also possess an incredible drive for success. However, their ambition isn't about fame or external validation, it's driven by a deep desire to create something meaningful. Unlike other signs that may seek success for recognition, Cancer is motivated by a genuine passion to build something that will bring long-term stability to their lives and the lives of those they love. Cancer's ambition is grounded in a strong sense of family and responsibility. They work tirelessly to create a stable and prosperous life, not just for themselves but for their loved ones. Whether it's building a career, managing their finances, or striving for personal growth, Cancer puts in the effort required to achieve their goals. They do not take shortcuts but instead believe in the value of hard work, perseverance, and resilience. This ambition is evident in everything Cancer does. They are willing to overcome obstacles, push through setbacks, and remain focused on their goals. When Cancer faces challenges, they don't view failure as an end but rather as a stepping stone towards success. They understand that true success is earned, not handed out, and that perseverance is the key to overcoming difficulties. I remember working with a Cancer colleague who was constantly striving to improve herself professionally. Even when faced with setbacks, she never gave up. Her determination was contagious, and it inspired everyone around her. Cancer's ambition, combined with their deep sense of responsibility, makes them exceptional leaders, partners, and colleagues. People admire their work ethic and commitment, often choosing Cancer as a trusted business partner or mentor. Number 19, Cancer's talent for cooking meals that bring back childhood memories. For Cancer, food is more than just nourishment, it's an experience, a way to express love, and a means of connecting with others on a deep emotional level. Cancer has an incredible ability to cook meals that not only taste delicious but also carry with them the memories of home, family, and warmth. Every dish Cancer prepares is infused with care and intention. Whether it's a traditional family recipe passed down through generations or a simple homemade meal made with love, Cancer knows how to create food that soothes the soul. Their cooking is not just about feeding others, it's about making them feel cared for, cherished, and valued. I've experienced this firsthand during family gatherings, where the Cancer in our group would always take charge of preparing the meals. There was something magical about the way they cooked, each dish felt like it carried a piece of their heart. The flavors were comforting, and the meals made everyone feel at home, no matter where we were. It was more than just food, it was love in its purest form. Cancer's meals bring more than just physical nourishment, they bring people together and create lasting memories. Their cooking is a way to bond with others, to express their love and care, and to create emotional connections that last. This is why Cancer is often the one chosen to cook for family gatherings, special occasions, and moments when a taste of home is needed the most. Number 18, the Cancer woman is not easy to win over. The Cancer woman is one of the most captivating personalities in the zodiac, but winning her heart is not something that happens quickly. She does not rush into love and does not give her heart away easily. For her, love is not just about passion, it's about loyalty, devotion, and a bond that can stand the test of time. She values emotional security and needs to feel secure before she opens up fully to someone. The Cancer woman looks for a partner who can provide stability and unwavering support. She is incredibly intuitive and can sense dishonesty or insincerity from the very beginning. What impresses her is not grand gestures or empty promises, but consistency and genuine effort. I had a friend who was dating a Cancer woman, and it took him quite a while to gain her trust. Initially, she kept him at arm's length, and he had to prove his loyalty and commitment over time. However, once she was convinced of his sincerity, she gave him everything, her love, her loyalty, and her unwavering support. That's the beauty of the Cancer woman, when she loves deeply, and she offers everything she has to her partner. This is why the Cancer woman is always chosen by those looking for a love that is deep, enduring, and truly meaningful. She may be hard to win over, but once you have her trust, she becomes a loving and devoted partner who will stand by you through thick and thin. Number 17, a relationship with Cancer is filled with romance and affection. For Cancer, love is about deep emotional connection and mutual respect. Romance, for them, is not about superficial gestures but about meaningful, heartfelt acts that show they care. They pour their heart into relationships, always striving to make their partner feel cherished and valued every single day. Cancer's way of showing love is often through the little things, thoughtful surprises, handwritten notes, and small but significant acts that let their partner know they are loved. Their commitment to their partner is evident in every detail, from planning meaningful dates to cooking their favorite meal after a long day. Cancer's love language is filled with devotion and affection, and they express their feelings in countless ways. I once observed a Cancer couple during a holiday, where the partner, after a long week at work, came home to a candlelit dinner and a heartfelt handwritten note that expressed all the things that were left unsaid throughout the busy week. These thoughtful gestures were a clear reflection of the deep affection and care Cancer brings to their relationships. Cancer always seeks a relationship based on emotional depth, mutual understanding, and a bond that grows stronger over time. For Cancer, love is not just a feeling, it is a commitment, something that must be nurtured and cherished with constant attention and devotion. Number 16, Cancer can be surprisingly tolerant, sometimes to the point of suppressing their emotions. One of Cancer's most admirable traits is their incredible patience and tolerance. They have a remarkable ability to understand and accept people for who they are, no matter their flaws. Cancer is incredibly compassionate, often giving others the benefit of the doubt even when faced with difficult situations. They have a deep well of emotional intelligence, which makes them incredibly tolerant and patient. However, this tolerance can sometimes lead them to suppress their own emotions. Rather than expressing frustration or sadness, Cancer may internalize these feelings, especially if they feel it is necessary to maintain harmony. They would rather avoid conflict and keep the peace than confront difficult emotions head-on. I once experienced this when a close friend, a Cancer, noticed that a group member was treating me unfairly. Despite feeling upset, she didn't speak up immediately. Instead, she quietly absorbed the tension, wanting to avoid an argument. It wasn't until later, when she was alone, that she expressed how much it had hurt her. Cancer's ability to hold back their feelings shows their remarkable emotional resilience. However, the downside is that these bottled-up feelings can sometimes lead to unexpected emotional outbursts when they have been suppressed for too long. But even in these moments, Cancer remains understanding and kind, always willing to forgive and move forward. Number 15, the Cancer woman is loyal and dreamy. A Cancer woman is incredibly loyal and loving, and once she gives her heart, she does so with full commitment. Love for her is not a game or a fleeting feeling, it's something sacred, something worth fighting for. When a Cancer woman feels safe and loved, she opens up fully, offering everything to her partner. Her loyalty is unwavering, and she will go to great lengths to make her partner feel appreciated and loved. She believes in the beauty of fairy tale endings, but she also understands that real love requires effort, trust, and dedication. A close friend of mine, a Cancer woman, once described her relationship as a partnership for life. She said that her love for her partner was built on trust, commitment, and shared dreams. It wasn't just about the passion, it was about standing by each other through thick and thin. That's the essence of a Cancer woman's loyalty. She gives everything to her partner and expects nothing less in return. For those who are lucky enough to earn the trust of a Cancer woman, the reward is a love that is deep, enduring, and truly magical. Number 14, sometimes Cancer just wants to be left alone. Despite being naturally nurturing and emotionally available to others, Cancer sometimes needs to retreat into their own world. They absorb so much energy from the people around them that they eventually need a break to recharge. When Cancer asks for solitude, it is not out of anger or frustration, but rather because they need space to reflect, process their emotions, and regain their balance. During these times, Cancer doesn't want to talk, socialize, or be pressured into engaging with others. They need quiet time to heal and restore their emotional equilibrium. Once they have had the time they need, they return with renewed energy, ready to offer love and support again. I remember a time when a Cancer friend, after a long period of helping others, took some time off for herself. At first, I thought she was upset, but she explained that she needed some time to recharge. After a week of solitude, she returned more grounded and filled with emotional energy, ready to give once more. This need for solitude makes Cancer incredibly self-aware. They know when they need a break, and they recognize the importance of self-care. Those who understand this and respect their need for alone time are often the ones who earn Cancer's deepest appreciation and love. Number 13, even in their darkest moments, Cancer finds ways to help others. Cancer's kindness and generosity know no bounds, even when they are struggling with their own personal challenges. It's in their nature to offer comfort and support, even when their own emotional world is in turmoil. Cancer has an innate ability to sense when someone is in pain, and their first instinct is always to help, no matter what they are going through themselves. A close friend of mine, a Cancer, went through a very tough time after a personal loss. Despite her own grief, she was the first to offer support to another friend who was also grieving. She made sure no one felt alone, even when she was dealing with her own emotional pain. It was this selflessness that made her stand out and show the depth of her emotional strength. Cancer's ability to help others, even in the face of their own struggles, makes them a truly rare and special person. People are drawn to them because they offer unconditional support, and they have the rare ability to heal others without seeking anything in return. This is why Cancer is always chosen when someone needs a true friend, a confidant, or a guiding light through dark times. Number 12, Cancer is highly intuitive and often makes decisions without overthinking. One of Cancer's most defining traits is their incredible intuition. They have a deep emotional intelligence that guides them in ways that others might not understand. When faced with a decision, Cancer does not always rely on logic or overanalyze the situation. Instead, they trust their gut feelings, and more often than not, they are right. I have witnessed this intuitive ability firsthand in a Cancer colleague of mine. We were faced with a challenging project, and while others were hesitant and stuck in the details, she simply knew the right approach. Her instinct was spot on, and her decisions helped guide the team towards success. It wasn't about overthinking or overanalyzing, it was her deep sense of intuition that allowed her to cut through the noise and move forward with confidence. Cancer's intuitive nature extends beyond decision-making. They can walk into a room and instantly sense the energy, knowing who is trustworthy and who isn't. This intuitive ability helps them navigate life with a unique wisdom that others often admire. It is why Cancer is always chosen when emotional intelligence, trustworthiness, and gut instincts are needed. Number 11, when Cancer gives you a deep and passionate kiss, they are telling you they desire you. Cancer's love is deeply emotional, and their passion runs through every part of their being. When a Cancer kisses someone, it is not just a simple gesture, it is an expression of their deepest emotions, desires, and affection. Their kisses are tender, passionate, and filled with meaning, leaving an unforgettable impression. A romantic partner of a Cancer will tell you that when Cancer kisses them, they feel wanted, appreciated, and completely cherished. It's not just about physical attraction for Cancer, their passion is tied to an emotional connection that transcends physical desire. When they kiss, it's an intimate declaration of their love, and their partner will feel the depth of their feelings. I once experienced this with a Cancer partner, where a kiss after a long day felt like a promise of devotion and commitment. It wasn't rushed or mechanical, it was thoughtful, lingering, and full of warmth. Their kisses communicate what words often cannot express: intensity, trust, and a deep emotional bond. Cancer's passion is rooted in their emotional connection to others, and this is why they are always chosen by those who seek a love that is both emotionally profound and physically irresistible. Their kisses are not just about desire, they represent a commitment to the relationship and the love that they give wholeheartedly. Number 10, Cancer's sensitivity can make them take jokes too seriously. Cancer's sensitivity is both a strength and a vulnerability. While it makes them incredibly compassionate and understanding, it also means they are prone to taking things too personally. What might be a light-hearted joke to others can sometimes feel like a personal attack to Cancer, especially if the joke touches on something they feel insecure about. I remember a time when a Cancer friend, known for her warm heart and sensitivity, was jokingly teased in a group of friends. While everyone else laughed it off, she felt hurt. The joke wasn't meant to be malicious, but her sensitivity made it difficult for her to dismiss it. She held on to the hurt for longer than expected, and it took some time before she felt comfortable sharing how it made her feel. Because Cancer processes words and emotions on a deep level, their sensitivity can sometimes cause them to react strongly to jokes or comments that others may not think twice about. They don't enjoy being the punchline, especially if it's related to something close to their heart. But this sensitivity is also what makes Cancer so loving and considerate. They would never intentionally hurt someone else's feelings, and they expect the same level of care from those around them. This is why Cancer is always chosen by those who value emotional depth and kindness over superficial humor. Their emotional nature makes them incredibly attuned to others, and they seek relationships that are based on sincerity and respect. Number 9, Cancer's attitude on a date is not always definitive. Pay attention to subtle changes. When on a date with Cancer, it's important not to assume that their initial behavior reveals everything about how they feel. Cancer is highly intuitive and emotional, and their mood and comfort level can shift throughout the evening. They might start off reserved, carefully observing the situation, but as they feel more comfortable, their warmth and charm begin to shine through. I've seen this play out on a date where my Cancer friend, initially a bit guarded, slowly began to relax and show more interest once the connection felt real. Her body language softened, and she began engaging more in the conversation. It was as though she was testing the waters before fully opening up. But if Cancer doesn't feel the connection, their body language will reflect it. They may become more distant or less engaged, signaling that they're not as invested in the interaction. Cancer is not one to rush into love or commitment, and they will often test the waters before revealing their true self. Understanding Cancer means paying attention to these subtle changes in their demeanor, as they may not always verbally express their feelings right away. Those who are attentive and perceptive will earn Cancer's trust, and they will be the ones who can experience the depth of Cancer's love and affection. Number 8, when Cancer knows you well, they can instantly tell when you are lying about how you feel. One of Cancer's most remarkable abilities is their uncanny intuition when it comes to detecting lies or hidden emotions. Cancer doesn't just listen to words, they feel the energy and emotions behind them. When you say you're fine, but your body language says otherwise, Cancer will instantly pick up on it. They can sense when something is off, even if you try to hide it. I once experienced this firsthand when I tried to downplay my emotions during a tough time. Despite my attempts to act okay, my Cancer friend immediately knew something was wrong. Without asking, they gently offered their support, telling me they could tell that I wasn't being honest about how I was feeling. Their ability to read between the lines is one of their most admirable qualities, and it's what makes them such incredible friends and partners. They always create a safe space for others to open up, offering comfort without judgment. This deep emotional intelligence is what makes Cancer so special. Their ability to sense when something is wrong, even if it's unspoken, allows them to provide the emotional support and care that others often need. This is why Cancer is always chosen by those who value an emotional connection built on trust, empathy, and understanding. Number 7, Cancer's humanity and sensitivity create emotional bonds that leave a lasting mark. Cancer does not form shallow connections. When they bond with someone, it's a deep, heartfelt connection that leaves a lasting impression. They invest their whole heart into relationships, making others feel truly seen and understood. Their warmth, empathy, and ability to make people feel heard and valued create emotional bonds that stand the test of time. I've seen this with a Cancer friend of mine, who, despite knowing someone for a relatively short period, was able to create a deep emotional connection that has lasted for years. The way they cared for this person, checking in on them regularly, offering help during tough times, and simply being a constant source of comfort, made that person feel like they were never alone. It's the little things that Cancer does that makes these emotional bonds so strong and long-lasting. Because of their deep emotional investments, Cancer's relationships are rarely superficial. They remember the smallest details, the little gestures that mean a lot, and they keep people in their hearts, even if time or distance separates them. This is why Cancer is always chosen by those who crave an emotional connection that is not fleeting, but one that remains forever impactful. Number 6, if your partner is a Cancer or you appreciate someone of this sign, show them love sincerely. Cancer does not need grand gestures to feel loved. What truly matters to them is sincerity and emotional honesty. They can sense when someone's affection is genuine or forced. So if you want to make a Cancer feel special, it's important to show them love in a way that feels authentic and heartfelt. For Cancer, love is not about superficiality or empty words, it's about deep, meaningful connections. I've witnessed this with my own experience in relationships with Cancer. When my Cancer partner expressed love, it wasn't through lavish gifts or dramatic acts, but through quiet, sincere gestures, like a simple note, a gentle touch, or even just taking the time to listen. Those small acts made me feel deeply valued and loved. And that's what Cancer truly appreciates. Cancer seeks emotional security and stability in love. They want to know that the person they're with values them for who they are, and not for the role they play. When Cancer feels this emotional authenticity, they open up and give everything in return: unwavering loyalty, constant support, and deep affection. This is why Cancer is always chosen by those who understand that love is built on trust, care, and emotional honesty. Number 5, Cancer is known as the master of kisses, capable of making you feel something unforgettable. There is something magical about a kiss from Cancer. It's not just a physical act, but an emotional experience that carries profound meaning. Cancer's kisses are filled with tenderness, passion, and an undeniable connection. When Cancer kisses you, it's not just about physical attraction, it's about expressing their deepest emotions and desires in the most intimate way possible. A Cancer kiss is slow, deliberate, and full of warmth. It communicates everything that words cannot: love, longing, and commitment. I've been kissed by a Cancer partner before, and it was unlike any other kiss I've experienced. It wasn't rushed, and it wasn't just about passion, it was about connecting on a deeper level. Each kiss left an imprint on my heart, making me feel cherished and completely desired. This ability to communicate emotion through touch is one of Cancer's most romantic and unique qualities. Whether in a relationship or friendship, Cancer's kisses and physical affection are always meaningful, and their emotional intelligence guides every gesture. This is why Cancer is always chosen by those who seek love and romance that is both emotional and physical, where every kiss leaves a lasting impression. Number 4, Cancer always pays attention to the smallest details and treats people with care. Nothing escapes Cancer's sharp eye for detail. They are incredibly observant, noticing the little things that others might overlook, Whether it's the way someone's voice changes when they're upset, the small gestures that indicate someone is in need of comfort, or the thoughtful acts that often go unappreciated. Cancer is a true nurturer and caretaker, paying attention to what others need even before they say it out loud. I remember a time when a Cancer friend surprised me with my favorite tea, simply because they remembered I had mentioned it weeks ago during a casual conversation. It wasn't a special occasion, but their thoughtfulness made me feel deeply valued and cared for. Cancer's sensitivity and attention to detail make them incredibly considerate and loving. They are not demanding, but they know how to make others feel seen, heard, and truly appreciated. This thoughtful nature is why Cancer is always chosen by those who value sincerity, kindness, and emotional depth over superficiality. Number 3, Cancer hates routine and constantly seeks excitement, especially in intimacy. While Cancer values stability and emotional security in relationships, they also have a strong desire to avoid monotony. They crave excitement, variety, and emotional connection, particularly in their intimate relationships. Cancer doesn't settle for a routine when it comes to love and intimacy. They are constantly seeking ways to keep the passion alive, to explore new depths of emotional connection, and to keep things fresh. In my experience, a Cancer partner was always eager to explore new ways to connect emotionally. We would have spontaneous adventures, whether it was trying out a new hobby together or just planning intimate evenings that broke away from our usual routine. Their creativity in romance was one of the things that kept the spark alive in our relationship. Cancer understands that true passion doesn't fade over time, it evolves and deepens when nurtured correctly. This craving for emotional excitement is why Cancer is always chosen by those who want a relationship that's not only stable but also filled with passion and constant growth. Cancer's emotional intelligence, combined with their desire for novelty, makes them exceptional partners in relationships that are built to last. Number 2, Cancer is deeply attached to their family, considering them the most important part of life. For Cancer, family is everything. Whether it's their biological family or the family they choose, Cancer dedicates their heart and soul to their loved ones. Their happiness is deeply intertwined with the well-being of their family, and they will go to great lengths to protect, support, and care for them. A Cancer friend of mine once shared how the biggest motivation in her life was ensuring her family's happiness and security. No matter how busy or difficult things became, her priority was always her loved ones. She was the first to offer help during tough times, and the last to leave when her family needed her. This unwavering loyalty to family is what sets Cancer apart. They don't just care for family, they invest in them emotionally, ensuring that the bonds are always strong and filled with love. This is why Cancer is always chosen by those who value strong family bonds. Their deep emotional commitment to their family, whether biological or chosen, makes them an anchor of support and a source of unwavering strength. When you are close to Cancer, you feel like you're part of their extended family, and they will do everything to make sure you feel loved, supported, and protected. Number 1, when you discover how amazing Cancer is at kissing, you'll never see love the same way again. There is something incredibly powerful about a kiss from Cancer. For them, a kiss is not just a physical act but an emotional experience that transcends mere attraction. When Cancer kisses someone, it is an expression of their deepest emotions, desires, and affection. Their kisses are tender, passionate, and full of meaning, leaving a lasting imprint on their partner's heart. I once experienced a kiss from a Cancer partner that completely changed how I viewed love and connection. It wasn't just the physical act that made it so special, it was the emotional depth behind it. The kiss felt like a promise of commitment, trust, and a deep bond that would only grow stronger over time. Every time Cancer kisses someone, it is a reflection of their emotions, their connection, and their commitment to making their partner feel deeply valued. Cancer's kisses are unforgettable because they are rooted in emotional depth, not just physical desire. When they kiss, they are telling you that they desire you not just for your appearance, but for your soul, for the person you truly are. This is why Cancer is always chosen by those who seek a love that is both emotionally profound and physically irresistible. Their kisses are a reflection of their devotion and commitment, and they leave their partners feeling completely adored. Conclusion: the heart of Cancer's unique qualities. Throughout this video, we've uncovered the many reasons why Cancer is often considered God's chosen one. From their deep care and empathy for others, to their unwavering loyalty and passion in relationships, Cancer stands out as one of the most emotionally intelligent and nurturing signs in the zodiac. Their ability to offer unconditional love, to help others even when they are struggling, and to build deep emotional connections makes them one of the most sought after and beloved signs. Cancer's emotional depth, intuition, and sensitivity are what make them so special. They are the ones who understand, who listen, who care, and who always know exactly what their loved ones need, even before they do. Cancer is the one who creates family, builds lasting bonds, and provides a safe emotional space for others to grow and thrive. If you have a Cancer in your life, consider yourself lucky. Their love is rare, and their emotional intelligence is a gift that many people never experience. Cancer is always chosen because they offer not just love, but a connection that goes deeper than words, a love that can withstand any challenge. Call to action. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new about Cancer, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Path to Buddhist Wisdom for more insightful videos about astrology, personal growth, and emotional wisdom. Leave a comment below with your zodiac sign and share your experiences with Cancer. Let's continue to explore the depths of the zodiac and discover how each sign plays a unique role in shaping our relationships and lives. See you in the next video.